The most haunting planets no one wants to visit. Are you brave enough? Space can be a very terrifying place. The thought of wandering and floating in a speechless, lifeless ether can give you shivers. But thanks to our latest developments, this is not at all what we need to be afraid of. There are billions, if not trillions, of exoplanets, which have really mysterious characteristics. And in this video, we will talk about 5 exoplanets which are so haunting that no one would want to visit them. So, stay tuned. But before we continue further, I would request you to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. The first of these planets is the Korot 7 B. This planet makes the list because on this planet it literally rains rocks. This means that settling on this planet is impossible. The planet is located in the constellation of Monoceros, which is 489 light-years away from Earth. Korot 7 B has been classified as a rocky planet, which does have almost 40% water and resembles Earth. However, due to the way this planet completes its orbit around its star, Korot 7, some of its geological features are ever-shifting. Another startling fact about this exoplanet is that its morning rays are enough to reduce any human being to ashes, because the Korot 7 is 60 times closer to Korot 7 B than Earth is to Sun. This means we can expect temperatures on the sunny side to be as close to 2600 degrees Celsius. This means that the temperatures are hot enough to literally vaporize rocks, which, when condensation happens, leads to precipitation of smaller rock fragments, which we call rock rain. On the same planet, it is quite possible to come across lava oceans. Ironically, the side which faces the sun also has a lot of these lava-like terrain and sulfur. Due to the unique way through which Korot 7 B is locked in orbit with its host star, one part of the planet is extremely cold, where temperatures can get to minus 235 degrees Celsius. So, this planet is a perfect embodiment of hell, with temperature extremes on either side, with a probability of rock rains. Now, the next exoplanet in this video is J1407 B, which is one of the most haunting planets because you would have to pass through an endless belt of rock and ice to reach this exoplanet. Also referred to as Super-Saturn, because of how it's surrounded by humongous rings, which are about 200 times larger than the ones present on Saturn. In terms of scale, Saturn has 7 rings, while J1407 B has 30 rings. Each of them are spread across millions of miles. In total, the rings make up 110 million miles, which is a greater distance between Earth and Sun. In terms of mass, J1407 B is somewhere between 10 and 40 times of Jupiter. Interestingly, scientists are not sure how to classify this celestial body, with some of them considering it a brown dwarf, and others considering it a gas giant. Others argue that J1407 B is an incomplete star, because this object moves around the orbit around the host star. This planet was discovered through the transit observation method, through which scientists have also found out the position of the rings surrounding the planet. But all things aside, this celestial body sure does present a stunning sight with all of its rings. The next planet may be the loneliest planet on this list, and has one of the strangest naming conventions. It's called PSOJ 318.522. This planet has been categorized as a rogue star, which means that it does not revolve around a star. The naming convention includes 18 because this planet belongs to 18 other planets which do not revolve around a star. It is for this reason that sometimes these planets are also referred to as orphans. The working theory for why that might be the case is that these planets have been removed or ejected from their host planetary systems, and now these planets wander through space alone. The hundreds of infrared pictures taken show that the planet is 8 times the size of Jupiter and is much brighter. The shift in brightness indicates that the planet does a complete turn every 5 hours. Also, the planet is covered in thick clouds, which provides insulation, and hence temperatures can be expected to be around to almost 800 degrees Celsius. The other unique thing about this planet is that dust storms can be kicked up at speeds of sound, and the precipitation usually involves molten iron. These planets are usually formed after being ejected from their own planetary systems, because they encounter another planet and are cut off from the gravitational influence of their own star system. WASP-12 B is up next, which is another exoplanet, and has a surface temperature exceeding 2200 degrees Celsius. The temperature alone should be the primary reason for not being on this planet. There are other reasons too, including the fact that this planet is being ripped apart by its host star. This is a gas giant, which is 2 times the size of Jupiter, but quite unlike Jupiter, it takes only 1 day to revolve around its host star. The resulting incredible speeds create immense tidal forces on the planetary surface. This means that the planet is slowly dying, and with the passage of time, will form a gas and dust cloud that will be consumed by the star, around which the planet is moving. The incredible speeds explain why WASP-12 B has such high temperatures, which basically reduces the probability of finding life to 0. Even so, scientists were able to find signs of water on its surface using the Hubble telescope. Astonishingly, there was some evidence to suggest that the surface of the planet can be composed of graphite and diamonds. The last exoplanet on this list is Fomalhaut B, also known as Dagon. This is located some 25 light-years away and was pictured by the Hubble telescope around a blacked-out star, Fomalhaut. The planet is estimated to be 3 times the size of Jupiter, but the speed of the planet has increased over the years and has shown characteristics that go against everything we know in our astronomy. The new theory suggests that this was never an exoplanet to begin with, but a massive dust cloud which was formed by a collision between 2 asteroids somewhere back in 2004. So, many planets can end up being just specks of dust. That concludes our video for today. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks for watching till the end, and see you in the next one. Cheers!